Alrighty then, welcome back everybody, welcome back to another expression. It has been quite a while since it is actually quite hot today. Again, fucking 31 degrees outside, it's not a fun little thing to do. But yeah, I, well, I created, I actually used the other one, the ones that I had before, so it's, oh, I actually, yeah, there you go. So I have the ones before and now I actually can use this again to my own liking. If I'm correct, the eyes are here, right? Yeah, the eyes are here, and then they should be on this sign. Which one is it? No. Is it in here? Yeah, there it is. So, to no further ado, let's get started. So what I want to do now is, of course, getting back here and make this a little more transparent. Well, make this a little bit more transparent so I actually have something to work with. So we have now the drawing itself in transparency, and what we're going to be doing now is actually adding one of the expressions towards it, and hopefully get to where I want to be with this. So what I could do, for instance, is quite easily, I could technically go here and then just change up the mouthpiece here, like so. Size it up a little bit. And then we already have like a way of doing it. And then if we then just, change up the there we go. This way we actually have something to work with. And now we have actually, a talking face instead of, just a blank one. There you go. And then we also can change this up a bit more so it looks a little bit more better. Then we have what we have. So if we go for there we go. Now we actually have a talking face rather than non-talking or talking at all. But we can even make it a little bit more better, I think. If we're gonna go for this, right? And a little bit more like this, right? Yeah, like that. And then we actually have what we need. Now we are actually doing what we want. So if this is the face we're aiming for, or well, the facial expression, we can actually use that and then, reuse all the other stuff as well. Which I'm gonna be doing, but first I want to make sure that we have this in the right direction. So we're gonna be aiming to make sure that if we have the drawing, we need to also make sure that we have the face properly fixed. So, no further ado, now let's get first the face up and running proper. There you go. Now we have something to work with. Now the question is like, do I want to actually go for the small? I think I will. There we go. I'm gonna erase that. Put it here back in there. So now we have done that. We can actually then go here. And then remove, what was it again? This one, right? Yeah, this one. So we actually can just, do it in one go. This is the best part about having all these layers. I can actually use them again whenever I feel like it. There you go. Oh, wait, that I don't need yet. Yes, like that. All right. So now we have done that. We can now actually then go add the face towards it. So we have this one in one group. And I believe then the other one will then be, yes, and the other one will then be in the other one, in the other group. Technically, this is going to be then on top of it, right? Yeah, this is going to be on top of it. So now we have this one, which we then can use to create the lines that we need. So we have this as the line. So which should be aligned, right? It should be aligned. The eyes are like so, those eyes are like so. So yeah. Yep, that works. All right. So these lines are aligned, which is the whole point. And then we can actually now put this into a back line because we don't need those lines, we don't need. But we do need the eyes. So now we actually can get this bit like so, and then this bit like so. Then the question is, do I then want to actually have this into a different layer? Ooh, that's a good choice. That's a good question here. I think I actually want to have the eyes in a different layer. So I'm going to be making sure that I have those two also in a different layer because then I can actually use them for changing of expression. But yeah, this is like the talking animation. So no, for fuck's sake. Come on. Ah, this is so difficult. Yeah. Like that, right? Then deselect. There we go. Now we're adding in the eyes. And the question is, like, do I then want to actually go for a little more bigger eyes or smaller eyes? Right, then once we have done that, then I need to have also the mouthpiece, which is then over here with the nose. Or do I want more like... Yes, but then I need to have this a little more... Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I need this a little bit more wider. Deselect. All right. Now I need to make sure that this is actually saved as an image so that we actually can continue on it. This is done in the DG1, there you go, that one, and then Mina, and then of course Mina expression, and then expression 2. Talking, there you go. Easy. Alright, now we have done that. That means now we can actually focus on the rest part of it all. Yes, we should definitely focus now first on getting the rest of it all working. Now let's get that bit up and running. So that is going to be an overlap on the body part, so this is going to be on top of it. And that should then give me the right amount of stuff here as well. There we go. Then I need to now add in texture, so let's do that. All right. Now that is solved, and now we need to now go back here, here, and add in the last bit. There you go. Now we have those things done. Now we need to go focus on the next bit, which is going to be the top part, which is going to be a hair, which is going to be the most difficult part here. So we need to add this into a group, quick group. There you go. Which consists of 2 bits. Yeah, it does. Let's first focus on the back here. I think that is the best option here. Yeah, let's focus first on the back hair, so we have exactly what we need. So let's focus first on the back hair, so that is gonna be there you go. Now we have done that part. If I'm correct, this is not gonna be, it does. All right. So we have that part. Now we have this one, and now we need to get the last bit. So all right, that's one bit, and now the second bit, which is the top part. That is gonna be a difficult one. Yep. I need to get this one. No. I need to keep this one a little out of it. Alright. First things first, we're gonna make sure that we have the front hair done, which is... There we go. Now the question is like, do I want to change it up a bit? Yes, I do. I want this bit a little more to the sideline. And then we can actually get this tend to be a little more high up. Yeah, we could. All right, so now we have done that part. Now we need to get the next part, which is the more difficult part, which is this bit, the underlining version of it all. There we go. Now that we've done that, we can now actually add in the things that we need. Right. And then this bit right there. All right, cool. Now we have done that part. Now I need to make sure that this bit right here does not contradict this bit right there. All right, now we have that fixed. Now we need to make sure that we have all of those line works done. Which is this? Yes. Right, now that we have done that, we can now actually get back this up, which then means that we then need to make sure that if we do this, we put, what was it again? This one, right? Yeah, this one needs to be underneath everything. This one needs to be underneath everything because this one doesn't need the coloring. So the coloring is gonna be on top of that. For sure. Well, one of the main coloring is gonna be on top of that for sure. So let's first try to get that first bit up and running. Because this one is a different and separate group. Hold up. I spotted a mistake in the drawing. No. Yes, that's too sharp. Okay. Let's fix this bit. Now let's see if we can get to where I want to be with this. So let's do this and then get ourselves to where I want to be with this. All right. And then that is going to be the lighter color. Yep. Wait, I need to double check something. New. Oh no. Didn't I use the right alpha model? I used a different color line, color code, didn't I? Epsilon, UPS, Metapa. No. That one I actually used. Fuck. I did use a different fucking color program. Oh no. 8-bit. Let's go for 16 bits because we can. Let's create it again because I noticed that I made a mistake here in the drawing. And now let's put this, all of this, into that in a group, and then put that back in there because I clearly fucked up here. I fucked up in the drawing itself. Yes, all right. So, no further ado, let's pick up this group, copy it, copy the layer. I'll copy the group. And place it there. Knew it. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. There was a reason why it was actually odd. There was a reason why it was odd. And now I need to redraw, but let's see if I can actually fix this. Oh, good. Because this is chemical proof. The other one is not chemical proof. This one should be in... Oh, this is actually in the... Okay, so... Well, if it is in the same layer build and the same layer loaded, fuck it. But yeah, the chemical proof actually changes a lot of things up, which is quite annoying. So no, let's not save that. Let's get back in here then and just figure out. I knew there was something odd that I did with these things. I was like, huh? Why is it not doing the thing that I wanted to do? All right. But no further ado, let's continue. So now we have actually all of the coloring done for the bit. Well, we actually can just do this. And after that, it's gonna realize that we're just gonna be erasing a lot of things. So we have this color. Okay. Now what we're gonna be doing is adding a lighter color to it. Which we're gonna be implementing here, here, only for that piece actually. And then a darker color is gonna be, well, here as well. And then we need to have a darker color as well. So let's go for this one. All right. Now that we've done that, we can now actually get ourselves towards the end goal here, I think. And that is then, of course... Oh boy, I'm gonna be absolutely hitting myself for this, but okay. So now I need to just have a little bit less coloring. That. Okay, let's see, we have that, we have that, we have that. Now we have that, we now need to get towards the face itself. So now we're going to be aiming here, and we're going to be making now ourselves a new group, which is going to be the face. And that is going to be then, I'm just going to pick it from here, because that is way easier. Way damn easier. Also save mid drawing, just in case I lose it. All right, and then of course add a lighter color towards it for the tongue. So that's the mouth piece. Now we're gonna go to the eye piece, which is then baseline color, right? It's no. So then it is base. Yeah, it is first white, then baseline blue, and baseline gray. Yeah. All right. Right. How do I fix this? Because I know there is something here missing. Because I know I can actually technically do this. But I know once I'm working on this bit, you can see that there is like a little bit of a line missing. Which means then I technically did that, which is not what I wanted. So I could do it though. No, I have a better plan. Add a line work here. All right. Now with that, I should be able to get where I want to be, because now if I now add the line, if I now add the thing to it, it doesn't disappear. All right. Now that we've done that, we now need to get ourselves towards the next bit, which is the pure blue, which is the. Oh, this was such a hard thing to do. That one. So now we have pure blue. And then once we have filled in the blue that we need to fill in, then we're going to be then adding in the next bit, which is the grayscaling in the eyes. Okay, now we're going to go back here and then pick up that grayscaling. And then after that, we're going to be doing a lot of things. So these are the baselines. These are the base colors that we're aiming for. All right, now we have the base, the real flat base. Let's first make sure that we have the right amount of. Let's first have like a nice. Let's first have a nice little stroke down. All right. Now we need to do the blue, which means I need to first do a casual thing of it, I believe, and then afterwards, yeah. All right, I see. So first darker blue, which does make nothing very exciting to look at, not gonna lie. So now we have the darker blue and the lighter blue. Now we need to add in the things that I need to add in. So now we're gonna go here. And oh boy, it's gonna be a painful night because I'm gonna be busy. Yep. And that is not that color. I'm looking for that color and precisely. Which means that we're looking at a lighter color version. Alright, cool. Alright, now we're going to be aiming to make sure that that bit is... Now we've done that, now we need to add in the green, so that is a different color, that's a different layer as well, because holy shit, if I do that on this layer, I will be absolutely doomed. I need the greenness of the green. I need not that flat green, I need this green. Yep. And now we need to add in the last bit, which is pure white dots. Which means I need to add them like so. That's not what I need. I need this one. No, I need this one. Thank you. No, no. Okay, now I have done that. What is missing? Those things. Well, those are actually quite easy. You just pick up the main color and then you just add it in back again. Like so. And then you have the eyes again into it. And now the only thing I need to do now is the rest, which I will probably do tomorrow. Yep, that would be actually smart. And then we actually have a whole new expression done. Well, it's not a whole new expression, but it is a new expression nonetheless. It's a talking expression, which is also important. So yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it for now, and thanks all for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye!